Hi everyone, welcome to this Diablo Immortal video, which marks a brand new chapter in the game, Prince of Freedom. It also marks a brand new chapter on the channel. I just have a better idea of what type of videos I want to produce and focus on in my spare time, so look forward to that. But yeah, last we left off was on the Writhing Wilds quest, and we're going to follow on from that with this new Prince of Freedom main quest. We were in the Diablo Wilds last we left off, and we're following Albrecht and the Shardborn, so it'll be interesting to see what happens now. So here we go. So let's go ahead and talk to Nisa as the first part of this quest. See, I do love the story in Diablo Immortal, and the PvE elements is my favourite part of the game. So when a new chapter of the story does go live in the game, it is something I'm quite excited to get through. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting through this one. So here we go. The circle doesn't need a leader, it never has. We take care of each other, but it still feels like we're worse without Helwig. It should have been anyone else.
I still haven't located Albrecht. Have you heard from your ally? The one who talks to the Fae?
The speaker for the Wilds. Yes. With the Fae running rampant, their messages are confused. But they're listening at least. And I know where she can be found. More or less. The sisters have seen her Fae moving through the deep woods near High Fork. It's a town Arthrop trades with from time to time. Less by choice than necessity. We helped those villagers out. Maybe they can help you find a safe pathway there.
Safe? Not likely. But it's enough for me to go on. I'll let you know what I discover. Thank you, Nisa.
We'll catch your Shardborn and solve every other problem in the wood besides. I'll be here if you need me.
So hopefully we do get to explore a bit more of the Diablo Wilds. That'd be good. It does look like a nice area. Okay, we're back in the Diablo Wilds in Orthrop.
Magistrate Walter has been patient, but Orthrop's debt is come due. If you cannot deliver 17 bushels of rye crop forthwith, you will be in defiance of an order endorsed by King Isbrand himself.
Sir, please have a look around the fields. We barely have enough for ourselves. The Fae have broken their compact with us. After they swarmed, the harvest has been less reliable than ever.
I saw full plots on my way over. Perhaps they belong to your neighbors, Regardless, the Magistrate's message has been delivered, and the matter of resolution is between you and him. I must now ask you to stop talking to me.
Okay, he's a bit rude. Tax collector.
Enstig demands the fruits of your labor, giving nothing in return. This is no bargain.
That man, he looks familiar.
Okay, so we have to speak to some of the villagers. And yeah, this area does look really, really nice. I do appreciate the graphical updates they did as well, and I'm looking forward to exploring more of this. We obviously didn't get to explore that much, so let's see if it opens up a bit more in this part.
When Enstig cuts the forest bare, the price of their greed is paid in our blood. When our crops fail, we go hungry, not them. I say enough. We are not the only village under Isbrand's heel. Together we are many. Enough to stand against Enstig, against any who covet what is ours.
What's going on here?
He's speaking sense. I was never much for the faith, but I admit there is truth to his words. We have so little, yet Enstig takes so much. And for what? Where were the soldiers when the Fae attacked?
The debt is due. What is Orthrop's answer?
We've nothing for you, or your lords, you thief.
You would defy a magistrate's order?
Oh, we had the night and day change there. It's come to
Let
night time.
through. We will speak as equals.
Adventurer, thank goodness you're here. Preacher Wulfrin's asking after you urgently. Tremors in the church. We don't know what to make of it. The foundation's solid stone. She's afraid the whole thing's fit to collapse. It's an old church, but it means something to many of us. If there's some kind of pest down below, maybe you could muck it out?
I'll look into it. Keep an eye on these people, will you? If we aren't careful, there may be violence.
Aye, I'll look after them.
Sounds like a standard RPG quest there. Just go and explore, kill some little monsters wherever they're lurking, and then come back for some rewards. Here we go, let's have a look to see what's in this area.
Eka told me of the tremors. What's going on here?
A crucible, perhaps. Many in the wilds are superstitious, but the light does not work in omens. I was just finishing a prayer for guidance. Have a look around. You might find something that kindles your faith.
Okay, let's see what we can find.
Shape the flame that burns around and within me. Bring me calm in the face of perdition, and let my service calm the world.
Okay, we have a note here. Bishop Agnar has been a greater test of my faith than any foe I faced in battle. It demands a year's accounting of sins, my name and occupation of everyone in Orthrop. Wolfrun and I are to list any crimes they have committed, but also to record even what the bishop calls low depravities, public quarrelling, questioning of the faith, remarks upon their absence of the light in their lives, and failure to attend regular ceremonies. Then we are to speculate about their life's path, to write down at length the likelihood of these depravities to occur over a season, over a year, and over their lifetime. If the good bishop doubts the faith of any person in Orthrop, he will visit them without Wolfrun or myself present. Alone he will determine whether to expel them from our church or to have their sins chanted outside the walls of the church by the other congregants. When he finished explaining his plan, Agnar looked at me deeply in the eyes, unsmiling, and said, "You are to write this record as truly as you have witnessed it, and not to omit anything. For by the light I will know if you do." Oh, that's a bit creepy. "I'm a sworn paladin of the faith since I was 8 years of age. I've held to a vow of honesty, and I have shed more blood to defend that vow than I can remember. Agnar is no champion for Zakram or our ideals, and his plan to judge the faithfuls fills me with his revulsion. No matter how many the clergy might ask us to do the very same. So fearful has the priesthood become today in the shadow of the High Council's corruption, that they forget the beliefs they hold most dear. They search out darkness in the hearts of men rather than the radiance of the light. They have become obsessed with adherence to precepts. They neglect our holy mandate to kindle the fire of greatness in each of us. Those who would have me accused of are my neighbours. They are good people and proud most of all. Agnar's petty tyranny will not teach them humility or obedience he craves. His departure cannot come quickly enough." I like that they actually spend quite a decent amount of effort in the text like that as well, and that lore, so yeah, well done for them to actually making a bit of an effort. This is a letter on faith. There's only one page here. Priestess Wolfrun, I write...
Will you speak with me?
No, I've not finished. Priestess Wolfrun, I write to you regarding troubling claims by a clergy member who attended a sermon of yours along their way to Einstig. I've been told that you have allowed your church to fall into a woeful state of despair, or disrepair, and that you confessed upon inquiry that it is typical for no more than a handful among your community to heed the call to prayer. Zakram texts tell us that a house of light is made sacred by its congregants, and thus anywhere that is a follower of Akarat, there is a temple. But it's altogether different to have a true temple of wood and stone, crafted by the blood and sweat of the faithful, and to stand by and do nothing as time and the elements despoil it. Have you no respect for the precepts you've been entrusted to preach? If this is an example by which you lead your flock, it is no wonder they have strayed from the light. The boorish farmers and peasants of that land cannot be blamed for their blasphemy. They know no better. But you, as their learned shepherd, have failed them. This breach of conscience cannot stand. On the council of the priesthood, I have arranged travel to Orthrop to set right what you have so carelessly let go wrong. I will arrive within the fortnight to judge these premises and the standards by which you'll govern your congregation, as well as to discuss plans for remediation. I assure you, Great changes are coming to your little hamlet. When my work is finished, your band of heathens will not think to turn their eyes from the grace of the light. Agner, Bishop of Massive Mara. Really detailed bit of text there. Let's go talk to Wulfrun again.
I hate to burden you after all you've done, but Orsop's fallen on harder times, especially within these walls. The seats in this chamber used to be full. I led it in prayer every night, with a holy paladin at my side. A month or so gone, I found him here alone in the dark, weeping. His eyes were madder than any I've seen. He left without a word, strode out into the wilds. Then the Fae swarmed. You know all about that. And not long after, these tremors began. I pray for them to stop, and they just get louder. Everything's crumbling.
Have you gone below the church? Looked at the foundations?
Well, there's a cellar, but it's locked. We haven't been able to force it open. Perhaps you could?
Yeah, let's have a try. Oh, of course I could. Great. I've got enough combat rating to open a cellar door. Let's head inside. Oh, okay. Our first lot of enemies in the main quest. So I'm going in with a summon build for this main quest, just because I'm a necromancer and I love summons. Okay, let's find a candle. A lot of candles. Light the candles. Inspect the corpse.
A priest, dead for a while. Skulls cracked in one place. No tooth or claw marks. Fae didn't do this. But they'll bring the church down if I don't move quickly.
It's presence. Poison.
Oh wow.
It sure flows through.
That Fae touched bishop just come alive after I burnt him.
Wulfrun owes me answers for my new questions.
Okay. That was weird.
The problem's dealt with. Fae were burrowing into the stone of your cellar. They'd infested a dead priest. But I don't think they killed him. The body was old, and I didn't see any signs of a struggle.
Could it be? Huh? Bishop Agnar?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No, that's unthinkable.
Refuge, please! They'll kill me!
What's going on?
Wait, what is that clamor? Stand back! I will not have violence in my church.
Come out, you coward!
Take your bloody ledger and burn it! Orthrup's paid enough!
God damn, they burnt the place.
Stop this! We are not animals. We only demand the right to live
I like this
freely.
guy.
Ah, you lunatics!
You tell your magistrate that the people have given enough. No longer will they hand over the crops they have labored to grow, nor coin they've rightfully earned. Innstig may trade fairly for anything it desires, but our charity ends now.
Okay, speak to the preacher.
Senric? How dare you show your face here? Do you see what you've done? Why have you incited a mob to harm this man?
Harming him was never my intent. In fact, I am prepared to guarantee his safety. I want only for him to deliver a message.
I don't know what's happened to you, Senric, or why you've strayed. But you've made an oath I intend to hold you to. Now leave, and never return.
Come, brothers and sisters. Let us return what was stolen to the people.
How did this happen? Are we truly so lost? Thank you for all you've done. The church burned, but at least we haven't.
Okay, let's go and speak to Senric again. Interesting character. I like his look as well.
I know your face from a vision. You serve Albrecht. Why? And why have you led these people to violence?
I serve the light. And I stand gladly beside any who do the same. These people have been trodden upon by Enstik. They toil upon the land in the hopes of feeding their family, only to see their lords fed first. Their labor enables the luxury Enstik enjoys. Yet they live in squalor. Are they not entitled to peace and dignity? These are not violent folk. They only fight for what is theirs. Would you do any less, huh? In their place?
Albrecht is concerned with the plight of these people? If that's true, he had better tread lightly. Enstig has an army. You're sparking a revolt that could end in these villagers' deaths.
The spark was lit long ago. We merely fanned the flames. If you truly want to avoid bloodshed, then speak with the magistrate of Highfork. Convince him to loose the king's boot from the people's necks, that they may finally breathe.
I don't know what to make of any of this. But if I can't convince this magistrate to make peace, innocence will suffer.
Okay, looks like we have a task on our hands here. Find the farmer Preston to for passage to Highfork. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, what's this? End of the year records of harvest. Oh, found a new chronicle. Got loads still to find. Chronicle found here, this one here. So that's where that chronicle is, if anyone does want to find this one. And there's a few pages here. Got about year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Just like a record here.
Balance the scales.
The way to paradise runs through your veins.
Oh, that was
You'll
creepy.
have to walk to Highfork on your own, sir.
Unbelievable.
My cart can fit 3 stone at most. There just isn't any room. And I've an evening's worth of work ahead.
Your neighbors menaced me. They've broken my carriage, assaulted my guards. And now, you mean to strand me in this dung heap?
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm just a simple farmer. I don't know about any menacing.
Oh, it cut me off because my summon started to fight.
Your neighbors...
I'm so...
When the magistrate hears of this, Orthrop will pay twice as much. At the point of a sword. You will be first in the pillory.
Good to see you, adventurer. I was about to get myself in trouble for striking an official. I wanted to thank you for all you've done for us. Here, take this. These doors have been good luck charms to us. Of late, if the Fae come up to the tree line, they start whispering. Gives me time to get in my home and hide. Maybe this one will help you too.
Oh, that's creepy. This looks like something out of Resident Evil. Wicked doll. Let's have a look at it. A small doll woven with ashen twigs that fits within the palm of your hand. It's strangely heavy.
You won't
Summon.
find freedom under the heel of a tyrant.
Thank you. I have another favor to ask. Could you show me the way to Highfork? I'd like to talk to the magistrate there. Maybe I can stop what's happening.
Of course I can. I was just leading the taxman on. I'll take you there myself. We can leave whenever you're ready.
Cool, let's go now. Heading to Highfork. That wicker doll's quite creepy though.
Here we folks just past the crossroads. And you shouldn't have many beasts between you and the gates. I'll wait around a little, in case you change your mind. Luck with you.
I think I'll be okay on my own. So this is where we are on the map. So we've finally been able to head further north in Shavar Wilds. And there's a high fork waypoint there, so this is all brand new. Oh wow, that's a really nice looking enemy.
Please, take everything I own. Just...
Oh, don't ask leeches permission to pluck them. No witnesses.
Take out these bandits.
An ambush this close to town. There must be more bandits. I'll keep an eye out.
And also just to show, I am on the highest Inferno difficulty level, which I can't access at the moment, so obviously these two are locked out. But yeah, I am on the highest one, just to show that.
You're coming from the crossroads, aren't you? Did you see my husband? He was looking after caravans at the crossing.
I'm so sorry. I saw bandits attack a caravan, and everyone around, they rushed me.
No. You said there wouldn't be any gods. No. 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 Oh. Oh. Waldo wouldn't have him at the mill any longer. The Jews kept on. We only wanted our share.
It's terrible what you suffered. But there have to be better ways to survive than robbing people. I promise you I'll talk to the magistrate. Maybe I can get him to lighten your burden.
Free him!
The voice actress is really going for it on this role. That's quite funny. Okay, we've got a mystery legendary item for that. Hopefully it's something good. We have to head down here, ask about the magistrate's location in High Fork.
Where can I find Magistrate Waldar?
Oh, he's easy to find, just down the way.
Okay.
It's the house that most resembles a kingly palace. I don't expect he's letting anybody in to talk with all that's going on. But you've plenty of shine. He might even look you in the eyes while he's picking your pockets.
Pickpocket. So I am going to explore all of this area properly at some point, but at the moment I'm just going to focus on getting through this main quest.
Step back right now. The magistrate's not listening to any more of your grievances tonight.
He should listen. There's madness coming to these lands. His tax collector was nearly killed in Orthrup. Those who should be under his protection, normal people, are turning to banditry.
Tell me something I don't know. Some shitheel stabbed the bailiff a month back trying to get to Waldar. Forgive me, but I'm not letting every vagabond with a story sniff around.
It's all right. I'm sure this one has something to contribute. Come on in.
Magistrate, I'm here tracking creatures called Shardborn. There's a new prophet in Sharvel, and he's one of them. It won't be long before more people listen to him than listen to you.
Another prophet claiming magic and divinity. Charming. But hardly unusual in the land of the faithful kings. We have a new charlatan every month. I appreciate your care for our township. But Enstigans, well, we whine for sport. If this prophet has an army marching the King's Road tonight, please say on. But don't confuse a little rain for a storm.
People are starting to take matters into their own hands. Even the ones who normally wouldn't. I saw poor people resorting to violence just outside your walls. There's going to be bloodshed if you don't loosen your grip.
Yes, it's calamity everywhere. Calamity all the time. Did they tell you that someone tried to stab me last month? And yet, here I am, living. So, let us talk less of alarm and more of what we can do for one another. We've bottles of Braunrigger. Its savor makes complex conversation simple.
Oh wow, this place is nice. Love the detail here. There's a letter to Dordric on the ground over here. I hear you've come into a position of influence over there. Dodric, big things are afoot here too. New brothers and sisters flocking to the promise of freedom. Our movement's growing and our efforts to tear loose of Enstig's grasp are finally starting to bear fruit. In the last few weeks alone, our camp has been responsible for the sabotage of 3 shipments of weapons and armour bound for Enstig's army. The blacksmiths blamed it on a shoddy ore shipment. We also got a dockhand who managed to drum up enough panic over a plagued shipment to convince the king's guard to set a whole vessel ablaze. And my favourite, one of our merchants who had dealings with the court, managed to smuggle 2 sacks of live rats into the royal granary. Have fun picking all the shite from your breakfast, you noble bastards. Still, none of that compares to what we could accomplish with a few loyal hands waiting in the right place, say Osbrand's court and the city gatehouse. A little birdie told me that you've some in your group with friends in the right places. We just need to get persuasive. We've got new camps cropping up every day. If we don't get organised before the city gets wind of our numbers, they'll send the whole bloody army after us. Let's work together before that happens, eh? By Akarat, can you imagine it? The look on Isbrand's face when he sees the city gates swung wide before an army of free people, armed to the teeth. What sounded far-fetched a few years ago is looking more like reality by the day. Tell me we can count on you and yours. I like that. This is nice, actually. Well, the music's really nice, the detail. It's like a feast going on here, there's people dancing, or yeah, there's a few people dancing. It's really nice.
You're clearly an experienced adventurer. Someone of your evident talents could earn decent gold as a manor guard. I have a vacancy in my employ.
People in Charvel are suffering. Fae are swarming villages, and you are asking those that live there to pay more than they have. They're hungry and furious. Speak to the king and put your tax on hold. Then we can talk about your manor.
It's easy to be generous with the coin of others, but the work I do here is on behalf of hundreds. I can't take a baker's share, or offer the king crumbs of my crumbs. Let me take the time to explain. Walk with me, please.
Hello, Waldar. You've a garden of delights as ever.
Lorelei, your manner is the peer of your beauty.
I think they've really upped their game with this
Lorelei
quest.
is a grand magnate. That's Gareth, a cavalry commander in the king's armies. My associates and I occupy ourselves with crucial work. I am sorry for the difficulties in Orthrop, and I will hear from any who visit my hall, but I can't stop the king's dues. I have a field of my own to till, and it stretches to the capital.
If you won't pull back your taxes, then send some of your guards to help me search for the prophet. I can speak to him on your behalf.
I've not been clear enough, perhaps. I am terribly busy. You're welcome to ask the others what they think of your idea. If they'll devote their time to your cause, I won't stand in your way. We are all free people here.
Commander Gareth, can you spare any of your soldiers to help me scout the woods nearby? The Fae have been rampaging, and there is a prophet who could bring ruin to this land if I don't find him.
I think you might be misled. The small farmers make up stories like this all the time. They see a fox in the forest and piss themselves, then swear it was a Fae. They made a holy man who can read, and they're agog.
The Fae are no myth. Neither is the prophet.
I see that you're serious, but I can't raise the king's cavalry for local issues. I'll bring it to the court when I return to the city, but I'll need a few months at least. His Majesty strongly prefers one problem at a time.
Waldar doesn't seem to care how hard his people are struggling. He needs to start dealing with them fairly, or things are likely to get much worse here. I don't suppose you can help.
Honestly, the people of Highfork complain too much. Waldar coddles them with his town halls. Masif Mara has twice the famine and half the beggars, if you take my meaning. Why don't you let the good magistrate solve his own problems instead of making them yours, hmm?
Okay, let's speak to Lorelei. That's how you pronounce it?
Lorelei.
Lorelei,
Can you
sorry.
aid the people of Charvel? Between the harvest and the magistrate's taxes, they're hurting. There are bandits on the road and revolt in the hamlets.
It's a great shame, this condition of the small folk. The rich soil of Charvel beneath their feet, and still they want for freedom. What would you have me do?
Waldar told me that your family is wealthy. Offer him a deal to hold off on his taxes, just for one season. If you can buy some time, we may be able to stop the danger that's rising.
I do sympathize, but the risk of violence is isolated. Whether in Highfork, Massive Mara, or Thrubble, Ensteed proper, these are good people who follow the light's way in meekness. They deserve your charity, not your fear. I wish you the utmost luck. Light guide you.
You've questioned enough of my guests for one day. The exit's over there.
That was a really nice area. I hope we can get back there at some point. If we come back here, it would be nice if we can enter there, because that was a really, really nice area. I wish I'd actually walked around a bit more before I exited, but I was kind of following what that person said.
The magistrate's useless. But the prophet must have followers here. I'll find them.
If you're here for food, get in the line and wait your turn. Don't try anything. Go on then, over there on the right.
Okay, go to the charity kitchen.
Two left.
Oh, gone already? Really?
Oh, that's sad. There's a little kid there.
Last one. The rest of you come back tomorrow.
We're actually giving out so much.
You mad sponger!
Seems to be
is a fine meal. Yes, it
2
is.
quests.
Yes.
Are you all right?
Nah, can't be cross with them. Children, insects, fires, and toads. We all do what comes naturally to us, don't we? I was barely hungry anyway. At my age, you get fat off too much spit.
Never heard anyone say that before.
You're a good one. Good for acting. Thinking, listening. I'm good for a stroll. Wheresoever my legs take me is my doorstep.
There's also a Free the People text here. Bow before your betters, that's all. That is what they say through their actions. Einstein thinks itself entitled to the fruits of your labour. You whose bones ache from years of toil. You who have struggled to provide for your family, your community. All the while those who have never known a day's labour grow, fat off your taxes. By what right have they earned this exalted situation? And why does Einstein give so little in return? Faith commands us to resist evil, but for too long we have been blind to the most mundane of evils, a hierarchy justified only through power. Isbran's selfish reign, the light has graced me with a vision of a different world. One where each of us is afforded freedom and dignity, where no tyrant dare tread upon us. The time has come for us to realise that there are far more humble men and women across the world than there are armed soldiers in Einstig. Their greatest fear is that we discover our collective power. Without your fields they starve, without your cloth and your looms they go naked, their kingdom rests upon your backs. Stand with us against evil. United we can take back the power that our forebears so carelessly surrendered for so little gain. There is freedom in the world. You need only listen. The prophet's voice will guide the way. So yeah, the other quest that was here seems to... Oh no, it's still here actually. I don't know if it's something different. It may be just another Shovel Wilds quest.
Hello there, friend. You looking for woodwork? I can't recommend it no more.
I'm looking for a one-eyed man. He might go by the name Albrecht. Have you heard of anyone like that? I only want to talk to him. I think I can help.
A man missing a leg and a man missing an eye, huh? You think we all go fishing together or something?
Don't you have somewhere to be, Swearo?
That's interesting.
Yeah. See you, when we agreed.
Did that change the quest or what? It's interesting. Notice to all sawyers. The mill has been shuttered long enough. Walder says so. Sura's bandaged up and he's been paid fair for his hurts. The rest of you are taking advantage of an accident. Lucas, get the doors open and get your lazy sawyers working through the sunset, or your next visit will be from the guards. That's interesting. So did I like change paths in this story? Because now if we go back up here...
There's a gleam in your eye. Does it pour out of your heart or your mind?
So the beggar is still over here somewhere. Explore the pitchfork. Speak to Lucas. Follow the Sarcobarus beggar. So yeah, there's different paths of where you want to go basically. Let's go speak to Lucas.
We struggle then for silence.
Actually, the beggar's still trying to walk.
We have ever lived.
Let me see where the beggar's going to go. Oh, he's taking his sweet time. Let me go down here.
I don't want to cause you trouble, but there's bloodshed gathering, and Albrecht is at the center of it. If you know where I can find him, I can help you.
Right. The magistrate's got you out here to prod about, rough us up if we don't tattle. Better for everyone, if you keep your nose out of free people's lives.
I don't work for the magistrate. I'm trying to get him to aid you. Enstig could put down whatever you're planning if you're not careful. Just talk to me.
Listen, we aren't working the mill fast as before because Edgar's gone and Swearo hurt himself real bad. Tell the magistrate that next time you're strolling arm in arm with him. And stop hassling us. Piss rightly off.
Wow, that's rude. Okay, let's go up here. And talk to this guy.
You look like you could use a nail. Or 3. Sit wherever you care to. We're not filling up tonight. Coin first.
Enough whining about your job, sluggards.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh.
Respect your betters.
Oh, I'm going to stop this. Set my whole army of summons on them. That'll teach him.
Ruffians! Waldar will hear of this.
Only if you're fool enough to tell him you've been picking fights. I'll bet these people would prefer you kept quiet.
That's right. Keep your mouth shut.
And don't ever come back here.
You will pay.
You're safe now. I won't let him try anything else.
Quite the heroic thing. You're jumping in against the magistrate's bullies. Listen, eh? If you're like-minded, later this evening at the West Gate, we,
Madeline, did you forget? We're already full up on the... Hunting trip? Sorry, my friend. We'll buy all the ale you can stomach. Just need to sell some furs. Maybe we meet back up in a month. Right here.
Oh, never mind me. Please, keep it to yourself. And thank you again. Have a good night.
Okay, let's head back up here where that beggar was.
Waldo says I can't beg in sight of his manor. But it soars high as a city. Now I shall rest and know sleep strong and fitful.
Oh, okay, let's deliver the coin.
Give yourself gratitude for your good deeds. Don't punish others with your expectations. All of this ends, but to anticipate such a thing, there's the vanity.
Can you keep delivering?
When your legacy's forgotten,
that's interesting.
It will be all the sweeter for being yours alone.
He's saying different things every time as well.
History likes to give us little hints of what's coming. There's no history for today. This is the first year.
Okay, that's interesting. Review your discoveries. So you can keep delivering to this guy. Really interesting.
Forest, even if you cut down all the trees, it'd be dark still.
I wonder how many different dialogues that they're programmed on that guy. That's really cool.
There are a lot of angry people in this town doing their best to keep quiet. But what they're saying sounds like Albrecht. I should see about this hunting trip at the West Gate.
Okay, now we have to go to the West Gate. Oh, I wasn't even concentrating there. I went far too quickly. Okay, let's try that again. I wasn't really concentrating too much. I was reading the text on the left and I just ran. It actually triggers the failure if you get... Even if they're far away, it triggers it quite easily. So you really have to keep quite a distance away, it seems. Like this far away. If you get any closer, they will spot you and it will fail. So just take this one really carefully. Okay, I think that's it. There we go. Okay, let's enter the forest.
Hope our torches don't run out.
I got lost last time. They came and found us.
Right, it doesn't say that we have to keep our distance, just need to follow the villagers. What's down here? No, I was just checking that there's not like a chest there or something. This environment does look really nice. It's quite lush. I like that it's bright. Yeah, you get to see the nature quite nicely.
Not gone this deep in a forest before. It's rather ominous.
Okay, not as bright now, but it still looks nice.
Don't worry. We're under his protection.
I lost them. Or, the forest took them.
Where do they go? Kill the wolves. Where are the wolves? Oh, here they are.
I wouldn't wander here alone at night. It's not as safe as it used to be in the Dernwood. Animals are spooked and lashing out. I'm set up nearby if you need a tent to rest in. Wherever you're headed, you'll get there better with a little sunlight through the trees. After a good night's sleep.
Okay, let's rest in a tent.
Orgild, Enstig's greatest king. Find out all you can. The family is gathering. And you will welcome them home.
Awaken and follow. We are near to one another.
Sleep well? Guess not. This thing reeks of the witch's sorcery. Thinking about following it, aren't you?
I doubt it means me any harm. It spoke to me in my dreams, and I think I know who's on the other end.
Well, good luck. The witch has left plenty of messes for me to clean up, so I'm off. Maybe I'll see you around the camp some other time. Travel safely.
The Fae are just watching, not attacking.
Okay, yeah, I went to attack them, but they're not actually doing anything, they're just watching. Follow the moonlight glow. It's over here.
We hear her call and await you. Child Moon looks upon you. Our many eyes see what you have done, what you may do yet.
You're the one Nisa mentioned. The witch who speaks to the Fae.
We are sisters to all. Sharval twists in agony, changed, malignant. Her children change, scream. Our bonds loosen, the misshapen. Their noxious breath and hands reach everywhere. If the forest does not return to what it was, we devour our home. All upon it, consume ourselves. The venom must be drawn from her body by those who have transgressed.
Do you know where the Shardborn are? I may be able to stop what's been happening. Tell your Fae not to attack people, and I'll do my best.
Peace. In exchange for cutting away rot. What you seek, we seek. We will speak as one. Accord. We cannot see the malignance now. Only feel it. We will show where rot has spread upon soft earth. End this torment. And Sharval knows your deeds. Go. Follow. Do not fear.
Nice little area, this. I'm just seeing if there's anything else you can spot. No, there's nothing else. But yeah, it's a nice little area in the Darnwood. Okay, so now we have to follow the Fae to the camp. I was hoping it was going the right way. It wasn't like Legend of Zelda where you have to kind of get the correct path. Otherwise you'll go in circles.
Well, look who's here. I told you to keep your nose out of it. You're a bad listener.
Take me to Albrecht. I only want to talk to him.
Oh? You gonna cut your way in if I don't? He did say you might find us, but he didn't say one word about what to do if you did. Suppose that means we have a disagreement.
Enough, Lucas. Albrecht wouldn't want this one harmed.
Yeah? And what if I do?
You're a free man. Defy him, if you like.
Go on then.
Okay, so now we have to speak to Edgar, who's over here.
Thank you. Now, can you bring me to Albrecht? Violence and needless death are rising in this land. The balance is trembling. I need him to help reset it.
He isn't here, but he knows. That's why he came to Shavar, to save us. Come in, and you'll hear more. Senric will be by soon. He can get your message to Albrecht. You're welcome in the camp, as long as you come in peace.
I remember you from Highfork. Are you here of your own will?
Of course I am. Waldar's done less than nothing for me. These people share everything, even though we're not kin. They're good-hearted. I haven't made it to a gathering before. Tonight's a special one, I'm told. Keep an open mind. You might hear something that'll wake you up.
How long until this gathering, might I ask?
It'll start once Senric's finished his prayer. Sometime after nightfall. Be patient. Nobody's too important here, hmm?
Okay, let's wait for nightfall. Okay, so now we join the gathering and see what happens here.
Let us rise in grace and listen to his words. Speak to us.
Free people, you have all suffered, but you will be whole again.
Come forward, brother.
It's gonna heal him. I wonder if it'll have a side effect. That looks alright.
I'm healed.
Within my servant lies your salvation.
Damn. Oh wow. No way. They're washing themselves in the blood.
Now we are bound by
To be
blood.
bound.
As family.
Still can't believe what they've done for me. Senric, Albrecht. Holiest names I ever heard. I'll pass them on to me children. If I can manage 2 more.
This is madness. You don't want a Shardborn's power. It's a danger to all of creation, including you.
I don't want anything of a miracle. Come off it. He's offered me more than Highfork has my entire life, and that's nothing in return. Keep your curses to yourself.
They're going down the dark side and they don't see it. They don't see what's coming.
They have verve here, don't they? More than the panderers flocking to Isbrand's court. That lot won't fight for the best seat at the table, let alone our future.
Where's Senric gone? This won't end well. Surely, you of all people can see that.
Won't end well for whom? Waldar and King Isbrand have been complacent for too long. They're wasting people's lives. And it's time for a change. Senric will tell you the same. His tent's in the back.
Okay, let's go find his tent. It's a bit crazy what happened there. And the villagers seem okay with it.
Finally. Albrecht's been waiting for you.
He's making a mistake. People are going to turn on each other if he doesn't change what he's doing. Can you summon him here, so that we can talk?
Summon? No. But he's close to us in this blessed place. You have a relic of his body. Use it. We'll speak to him through the connection we share.
Oh yeah, we've got the eye. Let's use the eye.
The Shard Seeker is here.
Welcome to the family.
Oh wow, we're actually here. In the Believers' Camp. And we actually get to speak to Albrecht.
I owe so much to you. It's only right that you'd be one of the free people. Together, we can do even more.
Albrecht, I know you care for these people. Innocents will die if you make them oppose Enstig. Let's negotiate with the nobles together. Find a peaceful end.
Peace. A bargain. Yes, I knew you would understand. That's why I shared my vision with you. Through the eye. What we face is greater than these people. Greater than even Enstig. All of Sanctuary will fall if we do not grow strong. Behold, what I saw through Terror's eyes.
Terror's eyes, referring to Diablo.
A thousand different ends await our world. Each generation, heroes struggle to thwart them. But there are only so many heroes to count on. And the threats approach from all sides.
That was a really cool scene, actually.
What happens when heroes are not enough? When Sanctuary's luck runs out. The enemy may come tomorrow, or in 100 generations. From a distant realm, or Sanctuary itself.
Oh wow, look at that.
One thing is certain. If nothing changes, Sanctuary is doomed. Yet, despite all this, I still see a glimmer of hope. We must grow stronger, resilient to any. We will forge a strength that will last unto eternity.
Okay, defeat the Hamlet.
If we cannot do this, death is all that awaits us.
You can't predict the future. What you saw, there's no guarantee it will come to pass.
I've seen my brother, my father, people like you, fight against the terrors of this world. Heroes fall, the evils always return. We must find new strength within all of us, one that will never yield. The only alternative is oblivion. The World Stone's power made our home. It can transform it still. The Shardborn are Sanctuary's children. Let me show you our promise.
Damn, that was a creepy cutscene. Probably the creepiest one yet in Diablo Immortal.
What are you planning? What is that abomination?
I am building a new home. One where demons and angels will fear to tread. But our family will not. All who become Shardborn will endure and live as free people. Including you.
If you could just bring stability and strength to the people, I would understand. But you're twisting an entire region. If you force others to transform, Ensteig will send their armies.
They cannot refuse the change that is coming. It is in the air, and the land itself. Sanctuary must be reborn. They will be reborn with it. Or they will leave the world behind.
You're a monster.
I am no monster! After all I've done for this world, for this family. Cedric! Bring them to heel!
Magistrate's dog!
Take on Cedric. Show him not to mess with us. Oh, what's round 2? It's grown larger. Well, I can go larger as well with Colossus Engine. There you go, Cedric.
To tell these people what Albrecht plans for them.
Oh, there's a Cedric's confession. It is past time I took account for that fateful day and unburdened myself of a weight that has pressed upon my soul, the death of Bishop Angar. The moment he arrived in Orthrop, he set upon Priestess Wolfen with judgment, looking to change everything about the way she managed the church. Knowing nothing of the suffering of the people under Isbrand's Hill, he blamed Wolfen for their loss of faith, ignorant to the many letters Wolfen had written to the magistrate of Highfork and the Q Hagen himself, in which she pled for resources to restore the church. Agnar blamed her for its disrepair. Wolfen is a devout servant of Akarat and one of the kindest and gentlest souls I've ever met. From the day I was charged with safeguarding Orthrop, she welcomed me into her congregation and regarded me as an equal in our service to Zakram. She did not deserve such abuse, especially from one who sacredly knew anything beyond the comforts of Massif Mara. And so, one morning in the basement of the church, I confided in Agnar my concerns with his behaviour. He had audacity to quote me scriptures to twist the parables of our faith to suit his situation. He likened the humble people of this land to beasts in their need of taming, and I grew furious. His was not the vision of Akarat that I believe in. We argued. It was then Angar revealed his intent to strip Wolfen of her title. He would have sent her to serve in some monastery far from the only home she ever known. I admit, with great shame, I let anger get the better of me. I struck the bishop. That's when Angar drew a dagger from the pockets of his robe. He brandished it at me, perhaps fearing some greater violence. I told him to put it away. There was such fear in that little man's eyes. This revered Bishop of Zakram, where was his faith in the light? I tried to snatch the blade away from him, but he would not release it. When I let go, the dagger jerked. I swear on all I hold dear, I only meant to disarm him. As Agnar fell, his head struck the wall, his vacant eyes stared up at me. I tried to help him, but there was no breath left within him. I locked him in the cellar while I wrestled with my sin. I did not regret Agnar's death so much as the consequences and shame it would bring Wolfen's church, and so in my cowardice I fled. I wandered for a time in disguise, afraid to face my crime. I remember little from that haze, only stumbling from village to village, exchanging menial chores for food and lodgings. It was during these travels I happened upon a gathering, a group of villagers standing around a pale hooded figure. There, lost in the depths of my guilt, I bore witness to the miracle. I watched as sight was restored to a blind man. The hooded man spoke of a world without the tyrannies that govern us, where all were free. His name was Albra. I saw in him the spirit of Akarat and recognized him as a prophet of the light. He refused to regard himself as such, but I see that light work through him with more surety than the actions of my sect of the Sacrum clergy have ever offered. His power is strange, but another expression of the light. It binds us all. all who follow him as one family, united in voice and mind. We serve each other and stand ever vigilant against the darkness that threatens this world. Together, we will save the world. We will become strong enough to banish all evil. Wow, that was actually really detailed. It kind of told you exactly what went on as well.
My leg!
What happened? Are you all right?
Did it go back to how it was?
Albrecht's freedom is a lie. His gift is dangerous. And if you accept it, he will turn you into a monster just like him. If he has his way, he'll make a world where only monsters survive. And anyone who refuses him won't live to see it. Think of your families. There are other ways to demand more from Enstig, to make your home free.
Please, what can I do now?
I'm not dying for this.
Lies. Don't listen to this outsider.
Oh, they're all ganging up on me.
I told you, boy.
The one who got stabbed. Leave the camp. This story is definitely a lot darker. Torments of Lazarus. I've reawakened to this world in torrent of chaos and agony, my living mind bound to unwittingly to warped bones and rotted flesh. I found myself at the feet of a strange pale figure. As he lumbered above, I was lost, confused, yet I looked upon him. I knew, before even understanding my own fate, the profound contempt he had for me. His hatred washed over me like the haggard breath that escapes these decrepit old lungs, and I heard the cacophony of thousands of voices echoing from the deepest recesses in my mind. At his command, the voices quietened. He battered me, bereft me, yet his torment had hardly begun. It was thus that I learned this hooded figure was Albrecht, son of Leoric, the very boy I had sacrificed to usher in my master's return to the sanctuary, somehow returned as this monster. His power was great, as was his fury. His dictate was clear. I would serve at his pleasure until I had atoned for my perceived crimes. I am not alone in his servitude, but it seems I am only his plaything. We are bound together by strange power. We are there like 10,000 voices crying out amidst a vast ocean, yet Albrecht's voice remains above us all. More than any physical torture he has levied upon me, Albrecht has delighted in his using this bond to share with me visions of my master's many defeats. Not once but thrice during my absence did my master face defeat at the hands of adventurers. The notion seems inconceivable, yet the facts are undeniable. He has also shared visions of horrors Diablo unleashed upon this world, my master's true purpose for the sanctuary. Albrecht hopes to extract some measure of sympathy from him, and I confess there have been times where I've almost felt he might succeed. I have been made to feel each of his losses again and again. Asilla, Leoric, Aiden, I've seen and felt through his eyes what it is to be a child, broken and abandoned by the actions that I myself set into motion. And in these moments I have known tremendous sorrow and guilt. But when the visions fade and I collect the pieces of myself from amidst the vast ocean of voices, I'm reminded of my singular duty to my master, my true master. This frustrates Albrecht to no end, and I am punished for my loyalty. Through all of this, one thing has become incredibly clear. My master is forever lost to me, and Albrecht will never lose me from his grasp. I exist now only to suffer and to serve. There is left to me only one small pleasure, denying Albrecht the remorse he so desperately desires. He will sooner draw blood from the stone. They've really put a lot of effort into these texts, and I do appreciate that you know, they're not skipping on the lore. There's plenty of lore in Diablo Immortal.
But it's just one group. I'll stop what he's planning.
Okay, we have to speak to Nissa again.
I was worried you wouldn't be coming back. Did you find them?
Yes. Your speaker showed me the way to the Shardborn's camp. She was part of a tree. One with the Fae, it seems. But I think she can keep some of them from attacking.
Aye, so long as there's something of her left to talk to. Maybe we'll have an ally that can keep things calmer. I hope. So, what happened with the Shardborn?
I saw a vision of Albrecht. He's truly mad. He wants to transform all of Sanctuary into a breeding ground for Shardborn, and every person along with it. He's still out there.
He tamed the untamable, would he? The sisters and I can keep vigil for that. Maybe we can even get the druids to help.
There's a mention of the druids, the next class coming along in Diablo Immortal.
Well, we'll do our searches and let you do yours. If you see any signs of Albrecht or his plans, tell me straight away, please. We won't be giving up Charval without a fight.
Okay, we got reinforced scrap. We got a legendary item, that's quite nice. And we got a mystery set item as well. Quest item, Defender of the Wilds. Another quest item, Defender of the Wild Shoulders. So I think that's it for this part of the story. Let's head back now.
Legendary weapons.
Okay, so this is the new transmog we get for the helm. This is what it looks like. And there was another one as well, this one here, the shoulders. This is what the shoulder one looks like. And whilst I'm here, I might as well read this letter from Chassi to Zion. I know this is sudden, but a strange adventurer left me a material I've never seen before. He said they were ancient artifacts from the depths of Corvus. It's certainly old, but I think we can repurpose it into powerful equipment. Come see me as soon as you can. Okay, here we go. You're here. I was beginning to worry that I'd have to do this myself. I read your letter. What do you need? You know those ancient artifacts I was telling you about? They're actually pieces of armor, but they're teeming with energy. If they really are from Corvus, then whoever wore this equipment wasn't just any warrior. Armor from ancient corpses. What if these are cursed? Since when were you scared of ghosts? Look, I think we can repurpose this power into something new. Something we can actually use. I just need a lot more of it. I've already designed gear we can make from these ancient artifacts. Take a look. And this leads on to the new crafting of the ancient legendary item. So we have a new tab here now. And then, for example, here, view item details. View crafting materials. You need these ancient artifacts. They're scrap of armor that was stripped from the corpse of an ancient warrior. When the metal is struck with a hammer, it shrieks like a battle cry. And it's used to craft these ancient artifacts. You can get these from Helicry raids. You can get them from Codex, daily reward chests. And you can also get them from daily dungeons as well if you are lucky.
Hey there. It's good.
You can have the ancient artifact that adventurer gave me. Considering this material came from a fallen warrior, I bet you could find more by finishing their work. Go slay some demons and see if you can find any traces of the past. Come back if you think you found enough ancient artifacts, and who knows, maybe you'll find undamaged armor.
Be safe, alright?
We've been given an ancient artifact there. And that is it for the new part of the story in Diablo Immortal, Prince of Freedom. So it was definitely a lot darker, a bit more mature as well, some of the scenes. I did really enjoy it. There was obviously far less sort of action and fighting and things to actually do in this part of the story. There was less moments where you had to sort of kill bosses and, you know, take out a lot of enemies and sort of wander around a map or anything. It was quite a closed area, but it seems like Prince of Freedom focused a lot more on the story, the dialogue, the characters. I really like that one area where there was that dancing going on and like the music and they were having the feast. That whole area was really nice. I wish we would have spent a bit more time in that area. It would have been nice if we had a chance to talk to more people in the area, just to get into that atmosphere a bit more, because that was a really nice break from all of this like demons and hell and stuff like that. It was quite a nice area to be a part of, and all of the scenes with Albrecht were really cool as well. And you know, the flashbacks and the visions and everything like that. They put loads of details in the letters and all of the transcripts that you had to read. It gave a lot of additional lore. Obviously they're optional, but I do enjoy reading them, and you just get a bit of context, a bit of backstory into what's happened there. So I really did enjoy that. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching that one. If you don't already play the game and you just want to know what the story is like in Diablo Immortal, that's pretty much it. We'll look forward to seeing what comes next in Diablo Immortal, what the next chapter is and where it takes us. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.